Hello, everybody, and happy Monday. Hope you all had a wonderful weekend. It is pretty hot here in Australia and particularly in Queensland. Yeah, very grateful for air conditioning. Alrighty, today I'm going to delve a little bit deeper into the law of attraction because everyone's heard of the law of attraction and we've all heard of the secret and we've tried the law of attraction and doing all think about a Ferrari in my driveway and book, there it is. Doesn't work like that, does it? What it was missing and what a lot of people don't actually know is that there are 12 universal laws and they all work in conjunction together. All right. So you need to understand them. You don't have, but you do need to understand them and how they work together. And there's one in particular that is absolute key that you must understand if you want to start manifesting more of what you want and less of what you don't want. So today I'm going to go through and I'll give you a little bit of just an overview on what the 12 laws are, but I'm going to help you really understand which one in particular that you want to pay attention to. All right, so let's get started. So the first law is the law of divine oneness, and this just says that everything is interconnected. So all of your thoughts, your actions, your energy, it affects the world as a whole, as a collective, and everything, their energy, other people's energy affects us as well. Some people are very sensitive to that energy and they will be able to pick up on it. This is, you don't have to get too deep into this, but what I will say about this one is if you've ever heard of the ionosphere, it's however many hundreds of kilometers above the Earth. It's where they put all the satellites because they know that that far up is where frequencies, energy, whatever you want to call it, go up and they bounce back. So when you are feeling sad and you're watching something across the other side of the world and you're feeling sad about whatever's going on there, that sadness is bouncing up, going up and bouncing back down. So you're actually seeing a lot, well, you're actually contributing more to the sadness. Good morning, Ali Sugars. Thank you for joining me. And so vice versa, if you see something that you don't like, but you want to raise the vibration and send them some good vibes, you are better off to feel good and feel happy and to feel gratitude. This is why people do, you'll see that a lot of spiritual I'll do like a world meditation where they're sending out the good vibes, okay? And that's because of the law of divine oneness. We are all connected. The second one is the law of vibration. So everything is energy and vibrates at a specific frequency. Now, physics, science backs all of this up as well, okay? With the atoms, when they've looked at them really small. So this is not just all woo woo, it is actually backed by science if you are a little bit of skeptic. But the law of vibration says that everything vibrates at a specific frequency, and that includes your thoughts and your emotions, okay? The third one is the law of correspondence. So this is basically where your outer world is reflecting what's going on in your inner world. So patterns in your life, they mirror your subconscious beliefs. So if you've got a lot of um, turmoil, chaos, sadness, whatever it is, things that are happening on the inside because they are patterns that you've kind of grown up with or you've taken on board somebody else's beliefs, then your outer world is going to reflect those similar sorts of things. Okay. Now, the fourth one is the law of attraction. So, this is one we all know. This is the like attracts like. So, the energy you send out through your thoughts, your feelings, your beliefs, it's going to draw similar energy back to you. Okay. Like attracts like. That's the law of attraction. Number five is the law of inspired actions. So, this one is about taking aligned steps to what you want because you have to take actions, right? You can't just sit there and wish and hope and something magically will appear. You do have to take actions. But this is taking actions when you are in alignment with what you want, when you're feeling good about what it is that you want. And then the actions that you take are more likely to result in what you want because you're in that alignment. So, for example, what's that? What's that? Murphy's Law. Everything that will go wrong will, and everything that can go wrong will go wrong. So that's because they're at that lower vibration, and that's a belief that they've taken on board because of the law of attraction, because of how everything's vibrating, and because of this aligned action law. If you take actions when you are frustrated, or when you are angry, or if you are stressed or under pressure, the actions that you take are more likely to result in more stress, more anger, more pressure, right? We've all had that when we're feeling a little bit, I don't know, cranky. So we get up to go and make a cup of coffee and we kick our toe on the door, the door jamb, and then we spill the coffee, and all these things go wrong because we're taking actions from that energy, that lower vibrational energy. So what that means, though, is if you are taking actions from that higher vibration, that positive energy, what you do is more likely to go well and to be easy, because we've had those days as well, haven't we? Where everything just flows and everything just sort of falls into place. And if you reflect on those times, you'll notice that you are feeling pretty good. Trick is to be able to feel good regardless. And I'll talk more about that in a minute, okay? Once I've gone through this list. Okay. So the next one is the law of perpetual transmutation of energy. All right. All that means is that energy is constantly moving and it changes. Okay. So higher energy can shift to lower energy can shift to higher energy. Everything is moving, which is really, really good news, because if everything was stuck and the same, then you would never be able to shift how you feel. So that's what that one's all about. It just means that you can change. Okay. The law of cause and effect, that's number 7. So every action has a reaction. This is the whole you reap what you sow sort of thing. So what you do will come back to you. People like to call this one sort of karma. However, it's not, don't take it literally. Okay. So if you go out and you hand someone $50 because you're feeling generous and they need it to buy whatever they need to buy, doesn't mean that later on somebody else is going to hand you $50. Okay. You're, it's more about how that action makes you feel. All right. When you're doing that, if you're doing it selflessly and not expecting something in return, because that's a different energy, if you're doing it because you truly care and you want to help, and it makes you feel good to give that person $50, and it makes them feel good, they're so grateful and appreciative, that energy, that good feeling, you're going to have other things come back into your life, people, situations, whatever, that perpetuate that good feeling. Okay. And that can happen in a million different ways. All right. So that's what this one is about, the law of cause and effect. Okay. Hmm. The law of compensation. This one's sort of similar. This is about you get what you give. Okay. So whether it is in the form of kindness, someone being kind to you, or somebody doing something to you, or somebody giving something to you. It kind of works in with that cause and effect one. So this is you getting something back that is on the same vibration. Okay. Now, number 9, the law of relativity. This one is all about that. You would have heard that everything is perspective, right? So everything is relative, based on your perspective, which is based on your beliefs, your memories, how you grew up, your values, all of these things. So your reality can be very different. You can have two people walking down the street and see the exact same event, but their reality and their perspective could be very different. This is why it's so hard when, we get eyewitnesses to a crime, for example, and the police will talk to 10 people who saw the exact same event. However, depending on their perspective of the world, they will recount that event slightly differently. Okay. Now, this means, though, that nothing is actually real, so to speak. All right. Because you can change your reality by changing your perspective, by changing your beliefs and how you feel and how you view the world. Okay. Which is good news as well. Because if you're viewing the world in a certain way, let's just say, um, I don't know, people are awful. If that is your belief because of your experiences, then you are going to see lots and lots of evidence to support that belief. And then when you see somebody do something, you're going to see how it is bad versus somebody else who might be looking at it and see that the action might be good. You know, somebody might make a mistake, they do something, and you say, "Oh my God, that person does that all the time." Whereas the other person with a different perspective might go, "Oh, isn't that fantastic that they're trying and they're getting better?" Okay. So you can shift your perspective, which is good news as well. Number 10 is the law of polarity. So this is where everything has its opposite. Okay. The up, down, hot, cold, night, day, you know, everything has that polar opposite. So there's lack, there's abundance. Okay. So having that opposite though helps us really appreciate that everything is in balance, and it also helps us to gain more clarity on what we want. Okay. And it doesn't have to be anything deep and meaningful. If just simply walking into a room and you know that there's light and dark, and if you want it to be lighter, you turn on the light. If you want it to be darker, you close the curtains or something like that. So there are these contrasting things, and the way that you can use this, because life is all about experiences and it's about growth. Hello, Rose. Thanks for joining me, sweetheart. So your contrast in life doesn't have to be crazy ups and downs. Okay. It doesn't have to be huge highs and lows, because even with high and low, there's a lot of range in between there. Okay. But when you do something, having that contrast, it helps you to fine tune it, to tweak it, to go, oh, okay, well, that didn't quite work out how I wanted it to. So what do I need to do next time so that I get more of what I do want? All right. So the contrast is good. And when you can understand that it is a way of keeping you on track and a way of getting you clear on what you want, because you have to know where you're going, what you want, and it doesn't have to be, you don't have to know how. This is big picture stuff. Having trouble with my words this morning. Let me have a sip of my coffee. If you don't know what you want in general speaking, and you go as specific as what feels good, then you're just going to go round in circles. So the contrast helps you to narrow it down, to redefine it. If you wanted to go to, I don't know, the shops, you need to know which shop you're going to so that you go in the right direction to get to the shop, and you don't end up somewhere else where you don't actually want to go. Okay. So contrast is good. All right. It doesn't have to be polarizing contrast. There's lots of range within that. Okay. Number 11 is the law of rhythm. So this is talking about everything in life happens in cycles. All right. We see it in nature. We've got the seasons. Okay. Although it doesn't feel like we have seasons in Queensland. We have hot and cold. We have the tide. All right. The tide comes in, it goes out. The moon and the sun rise and set. Okay. Everything happens in a cycle. So this is about embracing those ebbs and flows. Okay. Everything sort of happens in its time. And when you can understand that, you don't fight it. All right. You don't fight the fact that the sun is going to go down tonight. It's just going to happen. So you adjust to it. You do what you need to do. Work with it. And the same within your life as well. You work with the the cycles that you have. And this is especially important with women because we are cyclic. We have a monthly cycle. Even when we are older and gone through menopause, or even if you don't have a uterus, you still have a cycle. Okay. It just may not be as obvious as it was when you were younger. And when you learn to work with your cycle and you don't fight against it, you're going to be more productive. You're going to have more energy. It- so much ease and flow will happen. Okay. Now, the last one, excuse me, the last one, number 12, is the law of gender. So, this is not talking about, okay, everything has a masculine and a feminine gender. This is not sex. Okay. Sex is you were born with two X or an X and a Y chromosome. So, we're talking about a masculine and a feminine energy. Masculine energy is more, and every single person, regardless of their sex, has both the masculine and feminine energy within them. Okay. So your masculine energy is more the outward actiony things. When we're doing things and we're projecting outwards, that's more the masculine energy. When we're speaking up, when we're taking those actions, when we're doing. Okay. The feminine energy is more the internal sort of side. It's the softness, it's the intuition, it's the connection, all of that sort of thing. It's the more internal sorts of things that we do. The key, though, is to have balance between the both of them because we need times when we are, soft and gentle and compassionate and caring and kind. And we also need times when we are taking those actions. If we have a business, we need to be doing things, making decisions, setting boundaries, all of that sort of stuff. That is the masculine sort of energy. So they both need to be in balance within your life. Okay. So, how does it all work together? So, the law of attraction focuses on attracting what it is that you want. Now, one thing I will say about the law of attraction, about all of the laws, they are always on. You do not get to decide when you turn them on, when you turn them off. All right. It's just like gravity. Gravity is always on. You can't say, all right, I'm going to jump off this high balcony and we're not going to worry about gravity. We'll turn it off so I can fly. All right. Doesn't work like that. So the same with the law of attraction and all of these laws, they are always on. So when you are always attracting something, and it's either got to be what you want or what you don't want, or something in between. Okay. So understanding how these laws work mean that you're just learning the rules of the game. Just like anything, you want to play Monopoly, you got to understand the rules. You got to understand how to get around the board, how to buy those properties, how to get out of jail. All right. So it's just understanding the rules of the game so that you can play the game, basically. Okay. So the other laws, when you understand them, you can create that a little bit more harmony. All right. So what I was saying before, when you understand that everything's vibrating and that you need to, if you take aligned actions from a higher vibration, then you're more likely to get things that perpetuate that good feeling that is associated with the higher vibration. Okay. Does this all make sense, people? I hope it does. So if you have questions, though, please let me know and you can pop them in the comments. Now, the one law that I want you to focus on, because I've given you a lot of laws here, the one that I really want you to understand and pay attention to is the law of vibration. Okay? The law of vibration, because how you feel matters. What you say, our words, our thoughts, our beliefs cause us to feel something. So this is where you can just say, yeah, I'm really happy. And obviously I'm not really happy when I said that. So words are kind of empty. And it's how the words make you feel is what matters. So if you're saying words in your head that sound like they're the right thing to say, but it doesn't make you feel good, then those words are meaningless. You may as well not say them. Okay. So really get good at the law of vibration and paying attention to how you feel, because at any moment you can change how you feel. We've all done it. We've all done it. So you can do that, because it's just like if you're watching something on TV and you don't like it and it makes you feel a bit bleh, or it's a scary movie, you change the channel. You don't sit there and make yourself watch it and feel awful. If you do, stop it, because that's not helping you at all. All right. Life is meant to be enjoyed. So we can change how we feel and do that in any way that you need to. Whether it is focusing on something else, you can go and distract yourself, go and watch a funny cat video, or it doesn't even matter. Okay. You can change how you feel. Now, how much time have I got left? I've got 7 minutes here. I'm going to do a really, really quick. And now I understand, depending on where you are, you may not be able to do this, but I want to do a little meditation with you guys that is going to help you align your vibration to abundance. Okay, so we're going to focus on the law of vibration with this one. Come back and save this video, and you can watch this later when you have more time to just relax. But I'll do it with you now. So I want you to begin by just closing your eyes. Okay. And you're going to take a nice deep breath in and then just let it go slowly. All right. Deep breath in, slow exhale. And as you're doing that, just imagine that you've got roots growing from your body, connecting you to the earth. And it's a very stabilizing energy. And as you breathe, you're releasing all tension, releasing all the worry, and you're letting yourself relax deeper and deeper with every breath. Now focus on your heart center. Yeah. All right. Imagine that you've got this bright, warm light in your heart center, and it's radiating peace, love, and joy. And with every breath, see that light grow, and it's filling your entire body, and it's surrounding you in this beautiful, radiant aura of positive energy. This light represents your personal frequency and vibration. So feel it vibrating at a higher, more aligned frequency with every breath. Now imagine yourself embodying the highest version of your vibration. Joyful, feel fulfilled, you feel aligned, and see yourself moving through life with ease and attracting beautiful, positive experiences effortlessly. And notice the confidence and the peace that comes from vibrating at this level. And as you hold this vision, focus on the feelings of gratitude, joy, excitement, and let these emotions lift your energy, raising your vibration higher and aligning you with the energy of abundance. and silently repeat these affirmations, feeling the truth of each one. You are in alignment with the highest vibrations of love and abundance. Your energy attracts positivity and success effortlessly. You are worthy of joy, peace, and fulfillment. Your vibration aligns perfectly with your desires. You are a powerful magnet for all good things. Now see your aura shining even brighter. It's a beacon of high frequency energy that calls in the experiences, the people, the opportunities that are aligned with your highest good. Take a deep breath in, exhale slowly, and bring your awareness back to the room, feeling this elevated vibration staying with you as you return to the present. And when you're ready, just open your eyes. Oh, good morning, Leone. Love this. I'm so grateful for my ability to earn, and I'm grateful for you. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. That's really lovely. I'm glad you enjoyed this. So this is something, save this video because this is something that you can do at any time, all right, to raise that vibration. And all right, I've got 1 minute, so let me wrap it up here. Just remember that you have the power to adjust your vibration and align it with what it is that you want to experience. And you can do that whenever you want, okay? You can do it multiple times throughout the day. So as you go about the week, just practice raising your energy whenever you feel a little bit off balance, and then just pay attention to what happens afterwards. Okay, pay attention to the things that unfold. Now, if you've really enjoyed this, I also am a host in the Sacred You group where I run a group meeting every um, Tuesday at 8 a.m. Brisbane time called Mastering the Law of Attraction. So I will pop the link to that in the comments so you can have a look at that. And you're welcome to come along, check it out, and see if it's something that you'd like to do on a regular basis to help you to really get good at the law of attraction and attracting more of what you want into your life and less of what you don't want. All right. Great. I'm glad you loved that meditation, Roz. Have a wonderful day, everyone, and I will see you on Wednesday. Come back Wednesday. I'm going to be talking about Bitcoin. It's very exciting. Very exciting. All right. Bye, everyone.